Alright, so welcome YouTube to the Steelers post-game talk show, Season 1, Episode 12, the Washington football team versus the Steelers. I'll be calling the Washington football team WFT. I will try not to get it confused with WTF. So the WFT kicked off. There was nothing interesting on both teams' first drives. The Steelers' second drive, there was a flag on a false start on everybody but the center. A flag for illegal offense downfield. Then the Steelers punted. The WFT there's a flag for illegal block in the back. That was on kickoff, the punt return. They started on their own 25-yard line. Splain on the Steelers got a sack. There's a flag for roughing the kicker, which is horse crap because the player's head hit the kicker's feet, so that's retarded. There's a flag for the WFT had a flag for holding. The Steelers started on their own 23-yard line. Washington on the Steelers got a 30-yard catch. Then they punted. The WFTs, there was nothing on their third drive. McClout got I think that's how you pronounce his name, got a fair catch, but he got ran into and there was no flag on there. The Steelers' fourth drive, they started on their own 28. There's a holding flag on WFT. There was Johnson on the Steelers got a 18-yard catch. Then Ebron got a first down catch. Then Johnson got a touchdown, a 5-yard touchdown catch. The WFTs, nothing. Well, WFT challenged the 4th and 1 call on the field. They lost that. Then number 41 on the WFT had a negative 3-yard run. The Steelers' 5th drive, they started on the WFT's 45-yard line. Number 38 on the Steelers had a negative 4-yard catch. Claypool had a 40-yard catch. There's a flag for unnecessary roughness. Number 97 on WFT. The Steelers failed a 4.5-yard touchdown. There was nothing on the WFT's 5th drive. On the Steelers' 6th drive, they had a 17-yard punt return, so they started on the 50-yard line. Washington on the Steelers had a 50-yard touchdown, with the extra point being good. The WFT's 6th drive, they started on their own 33. Thomas had a 16-yard catch. Hilton almost intercepted on a pass. Fitzpatrick on the Steelers got injured on the drive. Then they punted. There was nothing on the Steelers' 7th drive. On the WFT's 7th drive, they started on their own 41. Number 89 had a 30-yard catch and run. TJ Watt got a sack for negative 6 yards. Tuitt got a sack for negative 8 yards. There's a flag for illegal formation. A 49 field goal was good, but one of the WFT's players carried the ball off field, so they could have the 3-yard, so they could have the 3-point field goal, which the refs allowed because refs are screwed up and I'm sure they got paid for it. When Tuitt got a sack on the quarterback and they didn't, it was infield, it did not go out of bounds. The WFT's 8th drive, they started on their own 18-yard line. This is the second half of now. There's a flag for illegal use of hands, number 78 on WFT. False start, number 82 on WFT. Sims got a 31-yard catch and run. Then Splain on the Steelers got injured, number 81 on the WFT got a 30-yard catch and run. There's a TJ Watt got a holding flag, he's on the Steelers. There's a 34, number 34 had a half-yard touchdown run with an extra point being good. The Steelers' 8th drive, they started on there's nothing interested on their own 8th drive. On the Steelers' 8th drive, on WFT's 9th drive, the only thing interesting was number 75 on WTF got injured. The Steelers' 9th drive, they started on their own 18. Their number 31 on WTF got injured. Johnson had a 14-yard catch and run. Number 76 on the Pittsburgh Steelers got a holding flag. Johnson had a